Let's talk to our immune systems. On all these videos, I have talked about releasing fear from our bodies. Releasing fear and any strong emotion that is backed up helps our nervous system to relax and relieves our physical body of the tension of holding those emotions. We know that stress decreases the efficiency of our immune system. So when we are stressed, we are tight, we breathe more shallowly, and we are less able to protect ourselves against environmental toxins, bacteria, viruses, anything that is assaulting our bodies. So all of the tools that we talked about, by definition, help your immune system. But now I want to get more specific about the structures of the immune system. So let's take a deep breath, knowing that that engages our vagus nerves, which take us out of fight or flight. Let's put our feet on the floor, knowing that that opens up those pathways, the kidney meridians in particular, draining the adrenals to ground us and calm us. And now take either hand and place it on your sternum, which is the bone in the middle of your chest between your ribs. And breathe in there. Just under that bone is your thymus, which is a small gland that works from before you're born and all the way through puberty to produce immune system cells that will protect you for the rest of your life. In particular, thymus produces T lymphocytes, which fight bacteria and viruses and other kinds of infection. Once those cells are produced, they migrate out into the lymphatic system, which we'll talk about in a minute. Thymus also produces a hormone that helps protect us against autoimmunity, which is when the immune system turns on itself. So feel the wisdom and the strength of this little gland that has been working since before you were born to give you protection that will last your whole life, no matter how old you are. This is virus protection that lives inside of you, that is there and has been there since before you were born. Every part of our body responds to acknowledgement and appreciation. The more aware we are of the parts of ourselves and how they work, the better they can work. So really send some appreciation in there to your thymus gland. When I was a little girl, I loved to watch Tarzan movies. And when Tarzan used to pound on his chest and do that thing that I'm not going to imitate, I loved it. And as I began to study different kinds of body work for years and years later, I know that there are traditional techniques that encourage you to pound on your chest, to stimulate thymus. And I think now maybe that's what Tarzan was doing, and that's why he was so healthy. I believe you can tune into thymus just as well without pounding on your chest, but it's up to you. So stay connected in to thymus. Thymus as a gland is connected into the endocrine system. In previous videos, we talked about hypothalamus and pituitary and their role in regulating the whole hormonal nervous system and their role in stimulating the adrenal glands on top of our kidneys to produce adrenaline and cortisol, stress hormones. So thymus is connected into hypothalamus and pituitary, to thyroid here in our throat, and to our reproductive organs in our lower body. So take a minute and breathe. Feel the connectedness of that entire hormonal nervous system. We already know about the connection between stress and our hormonal nervous system because of that connection between hypothalamus pituitary and the adrenal glands that sit on top of your kidneys, producing adrenaline and cortisol. As you connect in, you may feel that release down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet. And that's great. There's always something to release when you pay attention to the body. The other system that is more intimately involved with the immune system, and which thymus is a part of, is your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is a system of drainage that drains toxins from almost every structure in your body. We are not aware of it. It is constantly working all over our body. So it is taking care of situations of toxins that can build up and cause bigger problems all the time without you thinking about it or making an active choice. So start to connect into thymus and its connection. I think of it as a matrix that is all throughout our body. And that lymphatic system is draining toxins, draining waste products, and it's transporting these T lymphocytes and other immune cells. So not just thymus, but throughout your entire body, you have an entire system that is dedicated to identifying and draining waste products and toxins, including viruses and bacteria that find their way into your body. So breathe into that wider web of intelligence that is within you. We have great minds working on medications and therapies. We have herbalists. We have wonderful traditions of things that we can do to protect ourselves in terms of medication, but also the foods that we eat and the herbs and the different practices. And that's a rich, rich and wonderful resource all around us. But within us, we have this rich web of intelligence and protection. So breathe into that and appreciate that. When you feel vulnerable, when you feel like you may have been exposed to a toxin or an infection, when you feel tired and drained, it's a beautiful practice to connect in through thymus to the entire lymphatic system and to breathe into that intelligence and protection. And to know that it has been there within your body since before you were born, and it will be there in your body all the way throughout your life.